I think for some people, health and weight, like weight can be for some bodies an indicator of health, but it isn't always. You kind of have to know. You got to know your own body. Different cultures, not cultures, but different ethnicities. I guess culture too. Culture's an effect, right? Like what one culture would consider obese, another wouldn't. It's not always treated as a medical term. It's not always that clear. But I mean, like if you, for example, a lot of Maori people, Polynesian Islanders, like generally a lot of indigenous people, their bodies are built in a way that if you did not know it, you might think they were unhealthy because they're like big. They're big folks. But I think you gotta give people their own right. Like if somebody is doing something unhealthy to their own body, no one has a right to say shit about it. And that's not like what this issue is about at all. I think that sometimes thin people I think sometimes the thin people do a bad job of remembering that. So yeah, I mean that's not really what it's about. I think portrayal of different bodies and destigmatizing the idea that we can have differently shaped bodies is important. Yo, what's up? What are you doing? Oh, this is the main quest. Or no, this is the quest of the Werak Hunters. Yeah. What are y'all trying to do? Also, look at this team. What's up?
I don't suppose you three know an Osram and Song's edge called Bergren, do you?
Boys, that con artist sent an errand girl to collect what's owed to him.
I'm
Oh damn, these guys are like a tough gang.
Bergren asked me to help harvest parts. Or would you rather keep trying to sell him broken junk?
Broken junk? This pack will be on the move soon. No time to argue. If she's offering to help, we should accept it.
Fine. We're about to take down these machines. If you're so eager to help, then lead the way.
I will.
Yeah, I wonder what that true.
I guess. Well, here, let's freeze this one and I'll shock the other one. Also, Jesus. So loud. Ugh. I don't even know what hurt me there. Like, she just all of a sudden was injured. I love that thing winds up.
Don't
All right,
know what business this
it's
is of
done.
yours, Outlander.
I mean, I think it can be pretty easily solved, this whole conversation about like body shaming of whatever shape. No one gets to say what another person does with their body,
carry more.
like ever. seems like really simple.
All right,
Like
Outlander.
end of story.
We're gonna talk about our deal with Bergrand.
And if people don't ask for advice or your opinion, you don't talk to them about their body.
That's done. You three are pretty handy in a fight.
Thanks,
her
I guess.
Makeup is so
Not that we
cool.
needed your help.
This is a
We
good
were
character
doing
design.
Just fine without you.
That's not the way Bergrand tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more.
Look at this. We basically have to just babysit them through the rest of these.
We want out of these lands as
So
soon
funny.
as possible. That's all you need to know.
Okay. Broken Thunder.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Bergrand.
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into two pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Bergrand.
Like him, Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw.
I like Urkai.
Boys, shut up! Ugh! Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banur. Let Undercut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read? We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge.
I like that she has like scars on her
He
face.
disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move
cool.
on. So, we're traveling to the Sundom.
From here to the Sundom. It's a long trip.
Seems worth it. Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banur. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then?
Look, all that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
I've got the Scorcher Claw Bergrand was asking for.
Yeah, Prince of Saxony, the
That'll
electro
release the
gun. It's
Stalker
a
Sinew
DLC
and the
weapon.
Snapmaw Fang.
You get about
So
halfway
hold on
through.
to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's got to keep you three out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The bloody snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
Bloody snowdrift.
Bloody snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Werak?
Yeah, it's not great to tie.
Oh, it's not like your names are any better. We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
All right, next quest area. Whatever, I took out that tower. What are you talking about? What? This tower's just still doing shit? I fucking took that shit out. Oh, it's another tower up there. All right, well, I'll take that one out because I'm here. There you go. Night drawing. Thanks for hanging out. My tiny son is beeping. My tiny son. Sorry, I have to feed this little egg boy. Eat, you filthy little egg boy, eat. Yeah, the dune worm things, these like polyps. Okay, egg boy is done eating. Look at him, he's a good boy. Okay. Lazy Purple Lion, I think we're gonna end up playing, it'll be about 12 hours of content all told, give or take, depending on how fast you play. There is one new robot type, but higher difficulty in all the robot types, some extra stuff to do, and a new area. The new area is beautiful. The environment work is great. So depending, like, I don't know. It was kind of. I think it's reasonable for how much I pay. But I mean, again, everybody's gonna make their own decisions about what they want to spend on stuff. It's a tricky thing about DLC. Like, for a regular game, I think people have a pretty good idea of what is... like a good value for them for a game. But DLC is so hit and miss. Like, I've paid, you know, $25 for DLC that I did not feel I got $25 worth of gameplay out of. And then I've played DLC that felt like I got way more out of it than it was worth. So it's, I mean, it's tricky. What was I feeding my Tamagotchi? Circles? Little pixelated circles. I can also feed it little weird squiggles as a snack. Do you want to see the map, Lazy Purple Lion? Yeah, let me show you. Hey, Shelvel. Yeah, this is the DLC map. So it's basically everything kind of north of this little section here. It's this whole thing. So versus the whole game, like, decently large, I guess. It's pretty big. Yeah. All right, I need to take a right.
Hey, she's starting without us. Let's get down there, Flaming Skulls.
Flaming Skulls.
I'm Orkite. That is not our name.
Maybe we should table this argument until after the hunt.
Yeah, maybe you should. Come here. Freaking help me, nerds. Oop. But you don't like the bloody snowdrifts? I mean, they're both pretty juvenile names. Ugh. Why are they all picking on me? This isn't fair. Attack the goddamn NPCs. Why are they even here? Useless. There we go. Do something with your life.
Time to mess around.
Yeah, exactly. They know I'm real. I'm not fake and invincible like these idiots. Alright. Okay. Alright. They're trying to geek the mage.
For you.
Did we not kill them all? What's the problem here? Oh, there's someone over there. Alright. Let's get him with my Storm Blaster.
Horrible aim.
Now we can relax.
Can we, though? Alright, I think my component bag or whatever is full. So I can't, let's see. Stalker lens, 120, okay.
Nothing gets my blood running like the hunt. How about it, Aloy? Should we find the next part?
Hey man, I had like
That's another
120
part
of them
down.
already.
One more and you'll have what you need to pay off Bergrund.
Starting to feel real, you know. I'm starting to believe we're really gonna get out of here. Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd survive a week without Nakoni. But here we are.
Who's Nakoni?
Nakoni was... she was a friend of ours. She challenged the chieftain for control of the Werak.
She didn't make it.
No. If you're gonna tell this story, tell it true. She was murdered.
Is this why you left Banur? Because of this business with Nakoni and your chieftain?
Onakut knew Nukoni was our mentor, our friend. We couldn't stay.
That final night, we snuck back to camp, packed what we could, and left.
Like cowards.
What are we to Ty? We are Banuk, aren't we? Survive and prevail. That's what we do.
It's not what she did.
Nakoni challenged the chieftain. Why?
Onikup wrapped himself in power and authority the way some people wrap themselves in furs. If you're willing to fawn over him and sing false songs to him, you might get a spot on the best hunts. The Werak split into two. Those willing to lick the bottoms of Onikup's feet, and the rest of us, waiting for things to get better.
Until Nakoni.
She was the best and bravest of us. She was the one who took a stand.
What happened? How did you lose Nakoni?
She challenged the chieftain to a hunting competition. Onikup, damn him, he wasn't nearly the hunter Nakoni was. But who comes back to the camp after the trial? Onikup, grinning like a snap maw, crowing, "Oh, where's little Nakoni?"
We tracked Nukoni through the woods. Found her not far from the trailhead.
Their damn neck snapped.
I don't want to remember her like that. Sometimes that memory, it's all I can think of.
Like, I get
I'm
it.
sorry
Your
to
friend
die.
died. That sucks.
It sounds like she meant a lot to you. To all of you. I'm sorry for what you've been through.
It's nice to be heard. Thank you, Aloy.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? What happened in Banur is buried in Banur. What matters now is what happens in the Sundom. That's where the burning turkeys are gonna make a name for ourselves, right?
Burning
Oh,
turkeys.
the burning turkeys? Seriously?
It rolls off the tongue.
Sort of like vomit?
So, where to next?
There's a lake
Amazing.
just west of here. Seems like a good place to find a snapmaw fang. We'll meet you there.
If you beat us there, just wait by the campfire. We'll be along.
Okay. Final encounter. Final encounter with the burning turkeys. Let's go. Let's go to wherever these turkeys is at. Don't have that fast travel location, so I'm gonna just have to run there. Burning Turkeys is my favorite role-playing game. It's a special Thanksgiving episode of Burning Turkeys. Yeah, Thanksgiving Burning Wheel, exactly.
No sign of them yet. Guess I'll just sit and wait.
Stuffing.
I was starting to worry about you three. Everything all right?
We took our time. After our last conversation, we had a lot to think about.
I can imagine. Just one more hunt, then your debt is paid.
Oh man, I
and
love
we can make it
holidays
myself.
as a thing
Right?
that cement a culture in a
Huntress,
role-playing
the
game.
Sunshine
So
Oceans
good.
await
If
your
you're doing
signal.
world building in your role-playing game, throw in holidays. Also, what did he call themselves?
I'm almost impressed, Dulamont.
Oh, I missed
You think
that.
You could come up with a name worse than burning turkeys.
Burning Turkeys is good.
Well, I liked it.
Poor Tulamak.
Let's hunt.
You gotta get that special game, the turkey burner. Sunshine snowshoes, is that what he said? Oh, damn. Hey, you're welcome, Wizard. I'm glad. I love doing that panel. It's an important panel, and I'm happy to be able to be responsible for it, at least in some way. Oh my god, there is so much bullshit around here. Alright. Kill these things as they come up. I'm finding the combat in the expansion overall, like, I don't know who their combat designer was, but I don't like it as much as the combat in the regular one. I think just because they put too many encounters with too much stuff in this. Like, have you noticed that? I just feel like there's just way too much fighting when you run into a fight. It's really hard to play. Like, I don't know. I can't even charge my bow attack basically because shit is just piling on top of me right away. And I don't remember that being a problem in the regular game. Ugh. Shit. Ah! Okay. Okay, there we go. So we got that one out of the way. Now, I guess we just kill these smaller ones and we're good.
Here it goes!
Okay, let's go. There's like 2 more of these things.
It'll be over soon.
See, like I can't even pull the bow all the way back. It's intense. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they just did the Warcraft thing of adding more hit points and causing more damage for the monsters instead of making them more interesting. Which is sort of a bummer.
Don't forget to have fun, everyone!
cut it out. Please stop being alive. God.
NPCs have got nothing on us!
Yeah, I'm super low on crafting materials. Like I was able in the last one to make all the bombs that I needed pretty easily, but I almost never have my high damage attack items anymore. Yeah, we gained a level. Yeah, we did it. Cool. Okay. All right. So, I guess I just go back and talk to them, and they can tell me whatever stupid name they've thought up for their gang. Interesting TTRPGs to read up on. You mostly know D&D? Yeah, there's a lot. Are you interested mostly in like fantasy, or you want to try something sci-fi? There's so many out there. I would pick a game that is about a thing that you're interested in. And if you want to see like different takes on fantasy, there's so many. Dungeon World, Burning Wheel, Dungeon Crawl Classics. What other good fantasy games are there? Lots. Fantasy is like, there's all kinds of different ways to say, I killed a monster with my sword. Everybody's gonna recommend to you not what they think is the best, but they're gonna recommend their favorites, which is okay. Just remember that when you ask for a game recommendation, you're not necessarily gonna get like an unbiased
Maybe I can trade this blue girl.
recommendation. Which is okay. Bias is impossible anyway, so. Not having bias, rather, because that's cool. It's cool to like things and to have opinions about stuff. I don't know, chat. What's your fave RPGs? You gotta have some ideas. Ooh, get out of that freezing water. Oh, that would be so miserable. Jesus. Do I think Tomb of Annihilation would be a good intro to D&D? Yes, totally. I have been enjoying it so much. Once you get a handle on how to GM it and how to do the random encounters versus planned stuff in the hexes, I think you'll really like it. What's this? No, a weave, whatever. Wow, there are a lot of like towers in this area. Be gone. Tomb is absolutely my favorite 5e adventure. Yes, 100%. I think it's right up there for like one of the best 5e products, like period. What? Why are you yelling? What's your problem? Maybe a Klingon funeral?
Let's have a proper goodbye, huh?
There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt.
For now. Until Urkai breaks something else.
It was one time.
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe we'll meet you in the Sundom sometime.
Yeah, we'll see.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then? What's the next step?
We hunt like Nakoni wanted to hunt.
Nakoni had big dreams. A werak in which everyone pulls their weight and takes care of each other. No shamans, no chieftains.
No
need to
gods, no
pry the power
masters.
out of anybody's hands.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But
I like
worth
these
it, I
free-thinking
think. A
anarchists.
fitting tribute to Nakoni. We can become the werak she always wished for.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be all right?
Doesn't look that hard, really.
Oh yeah, sure.
We'll be
Okay.
fine.
Great. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a shaman.
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrand. If he can't teach you himself, he'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm
I
sure.
like it. They're like weird anti-capitalist, semi-incompetent
I guess this is
communist
goodbye.
hunters.
How does it feel, putting Banuk lands behind you?
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
Let all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to death.
It's a little much, Urkai, don't you think? It's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
What you've endured, what you fight for, what you've accomplished. I'm gonna go with the endured.
You lost someone you care about. That leaves a wound. A sort of wound a lot of people don't recover from.
Yeah. I've got nothing but scars to show for it.
That's the point. Only survivors scar. After everything you've been through, you keep going.
We're the Scars of the North.
That's pretty good.
Scars of the North. Sounds pretty tough, doesn't
Better.
it?
Thank you, Aloy. It's a good name. One we'll honor.
See you later, turkeys. What's my too long didn't read take on the 5e version of Ravenloft? I haven't played it. I've read it. Ravenloft has a problem
Party little
with
plant.
the way it portrays
help.
fantasy analog Roma, but also hell, yo, I'm playing a game set in the fantasy Africa of the Forgotten Realms, and it does not generally handle that shit very well either. So I think you can work your way around it. I think you can make it better. I think you can undo some of the problematic shit in your. I know. Well, I'll just remember them as a burning turkey. I can't do it. Yeah, I think you can subvert that stuff. I've been trying to do that with Tomb. Be a little subversive around the way it handles colonized culture, that kind of thing. And also 5e did some work there. So I think what's cool is like, and this is true of every pre-gen adventure and every role-playing game, you make it your own. And if a player has a problem with some aspect of it, fix it, change it. Work together, make it better. And then, like, I don't know, publish a fucking blog post or something about it and be like, here's how we made the sort of Roma analog in this game feel less gross to us. What do you think? Contra Domino was asking me about Grimtooths, a series of books about traps for D&D. I never really looked at them, honestly. Like, I know they exist, but it's not a supplement that I ever really did anything with. I'm not a big, like, I usually just let traps do their thing if they're in an existing adventure. And I tend to keep them fairly simple. Yeah. Okay, where's my blue gleam? Scrapper pile. Fish. Stop it, Aloy. I'm trying to find this blue gleam. There it is. Yeah, I'm curious about some of the supplemental stuff for Tomb, because the current season of Adventurers League is all Tomb themed, right? All right, am I done with the quests? Return to Bergrund. Okay, let's do it. Merchant, is this is the one. I don't think DC is underlooked online. I think loads of people know about DCC. DCC's got a huge community. They just are they're in a bit of an awkward place because I think they're not quite OSR, thank God, because I'm getting kind of fed up with the way the OSR operates as a community. So I think their community isn't quite like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think very many people play it on Twitch, certainly, but that's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity for somebody to start a new game. I love DCC. I will regularly have my Facebook memories reminding me of my campaign from 5 years ago of DCC. It's great. We had so much art. We were playing with someone who was doing. She did art every session, so there's lots of drawings. I will always remember from that game, and this was something that wasn't part of an adventure. This was something that we built in, but the critical hit and fumble tables are ludicrous in that game, and I just remember all of those things. I remember them fighting a giant who had a giant snake tail, and the tail he hit himself in the face with his own tail. It was this whole thing. It was great. It's a really fun game. All right, I need Blaze and Echo, so I'm gonna just buy like a shit ton of this stuff. Do they have Echo? Oh, he doesn't have any. God damn it, man. But hey, at least I can make bombs now.
Bergrund, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. You know those three crazy Banuk are calling themselves the Scars of the North now?
Yeah, DCC isn't really OSR. It's a
now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt.
It's like a 3rd edition hack, honestly.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the Sundom by the name
Like a really
of
deep 3rd
O'Toole.
edition hack.
He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here.
Yeah, give me some resources.
Of my gratitude.
I'll give this to the Osram. Whatever they do with passion.
All right, let me open that reward box. Also, I need one more experience or one more level, and I can finish the whole tree. Treasure boxes. Weapon coil modification I don't have space for. Chill water I don't have space for. And the wire. Untested weapon coil. What does that mean? How do I test a weapon coil? Hidebound weapon coil. Yeah, what's that about? And that does more shock and freeze, so I guess I could probably put that on another weapon. Yeah, let's do that. Where's my, this one. Yeah, freeze, tear shock. Let's put... See, yeah, I can't put it on there. I wonder what that's about. Yeah,
Hunt
whatever.
gone sour is no one's fault but the hunters.